Our students out of the electronics technology program really go to work in a variety of different industries. We don't offer any specific, we're really a generalist program here. We concentrate the 120 credits for our AAS degree to primarily building those foundational skill sets that are going to make you more successful when you get out into industry. So we don't try to play biomedical, we don't try to play telecommunications. We really focus on being a generalist program, giving you exposure to all of the facets that are included in the industry, from the fundamentals of electricity and electronics all the way up through the most advanced, latest microcontrollers that are utilized. This makes our students highly marketable. We have more jobs than we have graduates for out of the electronics program. The tough part for me as a faculty member is getting students in the front door, because a lot of students, a lot of potential candidates really don't even understand what it is that we do for a living. We typically don't work on inexpensive equipment. As you know, if your flat screen at home craps out, you look at it as divine intervention. It's a time to go out and get the latest and greatest technology. So we don't really work on fixing flat screen TVs, DVD players, VCRs. Typically there's two ways students, graduates out of this program could make a lot of money. And one of them is working in engineering support, and that's working for the companies that manufacture some type of an electronic product. The other way a lot of our graduates make a lot of money is maintaining someone's formidable investment. When you have a company that invests $5, $6, $10 million on a machine that's used in production, that's a formidable investment. So what you're going to do is hire electronics professionals to keep on staff to maintain that formidable investment. So this is where a lot of our graduates go.
I'm active duty Coast Guard, and we have a program where certain ratings or certain job descriptions can go back to school to get their degree. I did not have my associate's degree in electronics, so I applied for this program. I was accepted. They're sending me through to get my associate's degree. Once I'm done with my associate's degree, they'll send me to an engineering center or some sort of support center where I can utilize the skills I learned and actually help advance the Coast Guard's electronic program. This right here is a trainer. It's for what's called programmable logic controllers, or PLCs for short. Again, it's just a trainer, so there's a lot of external connections between the different modules that you would normally have internally into a smaller component. But for students, it's easier to be able to connect them using wires and jumper wires such as these. And then we have the switches. We use this particular computer to actually program. It does the same basic thing. You program it, and then you get some sort of mechanical, electrical functionality out of it.
Before, I had a little bit of an understanding of electronics. It hurt if you touched the two wires together, and you could fry things pretty easy. That was about the extent of my knowledge. You do many projects in the program. You do 4 a quarter if you're a full-time student. So you really get a feel for how it works in real life. So I use it a lot, troubleshooting our older controllers. We had a power supply go out, and I was able to figure out what was wrong with it and replace the component to make that work.
The teachers are great there. I had a blast. I enjoyed it. It was a team effort with the class and everything. And I learned a lot that I didn't even know at that time. Even though I did a lot with electronics, I learned a lot in the class.
But one of the things that I try to do is if a student comes and seeks me out and they want to get into the program, I would prefer to have them take the math classes as co-requisites, not prerequisites. Because once they come in as students and they are exposed to the math in the program, when they take the math class, it's going to have a much more significant to them and more meaningful to be able to prepare them to ask the math faculty the right questions. I don't want to see math as a stumbling block to prevent somebody from getting into this program that may have the manual dexterity and may have the real desire to have a successful career in electronics. But the bottom line is you're going to need to understand algebra and trig, at least at a fundamental applied level. Grants, industry scholarships, sponsorship, internships. We have a lot of opportunity for internships, cooperative work experience. If a student wants to physically be here, there is, generally speaking, some pile of money that they could tap into to help them be here.